This is the marker for Moores Creek Bridge, the location of the first Revolutionary War battle in colonial North Carolina. It was early 1776, and British Loyalists began to prepare for a landing of British regulars along the North Carolina coast. Soon hundreds of Highland Scots were enlisted in Tory regiments and began marching towards Wilmington. To counteract their intentions, Patriot authorities directed Colonel James Moore and Colonel Richard Caswell, along with their militia force, to intercept the Loyalist army.
Colonel Moore led his militia from Wilmington with the objective of preventing the Loyalists from reaching the coast. They camped on the southern shore of Rockfish Creek on February 15, 1776, about 7 miles from the Loyalist encampment. Moore's position forced the Loyalists to change direction and find a new route to the coast, across Moores Creek Bridge. On February 26, 1776, Colonel Caswell and his men were positioned here at Moores Creek Bridge. They built a camp on the west side of the creek in direct opposition to the oncoming Loyalist forces.
General Donald MacDonald, commander of the Loyalist militia, sent James Hepburn into the Patriot camp under a flag of truce to demand their surrender and to examine the defenses. Caswell refused to surrender, and the man returned with a detailed report of the Patriot encampment. The messenger was a spy.
General.
MacDonald fell ill and gave command of the Loyalist force to Lieutenant Colonel Donald McLeod. Caswell's position on the same side of the creek as the Loyalists led McLeod to believe he could attack and perhaps trap the Patriots trying to escape across the narrow bridge. He decided to attack before dawn the next morning. Caswell cunningly kept the campfires burning while his men withdrew across the bridge. After their stealthy withdrawal, they removed the bridge planking and greased the supports. In the pre-dawn mist of February 27, 1776, led by a hand-picked company of Scots carrying nothing but broadswords, the Loyalists advanced, trying to cross the bridge. A Patriot force of over 1,000 waited quietly, muskets at the ready and cannons loaded. Met with a devastating hail of musket fire and shot from the cannons, the Scots were forced to flee and the rout was on. The 1,600 Loyalists disbanded in panic. Eventually, 850 were captured, as well as 1,500 muskets, 300 rifles, and $15,000 worth of Spanish gold.
This dramatic victory greatly influenced North Carolina to become the first colony to vote for liberation from British rule. The Battle of Moores Creek Bridge ultimately led the 13 colonies to declare independence on July 4, 1776.